Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. It is Binky. So, you know when you just have one of those weeks, you just want a little bit of retail therapy, and here I am. So I ended up getting some things through Ulta and elsewhere, and it's lipstick brands that I've never tried before and they're new to me. Well, not fully, but for the most part, yes, but we will get to that. So, or the formulas that I've never used. And I have 4. Now these are not reviews. This is more of just a first impression of these things, and I will gladly wear them and review them. But a couple of them, I only have two lipsticks, and so people are gonna go, who cares? You know? So, and fair enough. So the one is Maybelline. Now I'm sure I've used Maybelline before, but that being said, these are the new crayon lipsticks that they just released, and I think people are really curious. So I have these. Let's put these in my lap because this could get really messy, so I have wipies because it could get really messy. Then there's Kiko Milano, which I have heard of before, but I ended up, they had a big sale on their site, and they now have it at Ulta. And I've been curious because this is huge in Italy, you know, but it's a discounted brand and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we have our Wet n Wild, which is right here. So, whoops, I lied, which is right here. So no big deal. But yeah, so I was really curious and I picked up actually quite a few of these. So yes, wait for that. There are going to be reviews on these, because I have quite a few of them. So, you know, but that's not what this is. This is more just kind of going through new lipsticks that I've never used before with new formulas or new to me in general. So that's kind of what this is. It's a first impression. Wait for the videos where I review it. I hope to get those up soon, but I have a lot going on. That's why you never see me, and I apologize. So I think the smart thing to do is to start with the Kiko. Now I ended up getting, I think, 3 of these, and these are like a gel lipstick, which absolutely intrigued me. And, you know, like I said, you can get it at Ulta. I think they have stores in New York City and things like that. But for the most part, it's kind of hard to get unless you're in Italy or parts of Europe. And, you know, come on, it's Italian. Ooh, that's right. Buongiorno. I actually speak some Italian. I'm not saying I speak it well, but I do speak it. It's one of the foreign languages I'm learning, and I won't go into it and offend anyone who's Italian. Though I love you. You are beautiful people. I've worked with several, and I have nothing but wonderful things to say, you beautiful people. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. What's interesting is you can see this little decal thing. It's almost like a tatcha type thing. So you pull it like that. I'm glad the lipstick didn't go flying out. But it's supposed to be like a gel formula. And I'm not wearing any lipstick right now, but this is what it looks like. And it's supposed to be very comfortable on the lips, a nice gel formula. Rush hour in New York, troublemakers. So yeah, so, ooh, I just put it on my nose. It doesn't really have a scent. You know, it has just a normal kind of like Vaseline type scent. And hold on. Yay, success, I found it. So I haven't really tried it. So I also have brighter colors, but these are the ones that I pulled. So let me just see what this is like. So it's very simple. It's almost like a lip balm. At least this color is. And you know, actually for this time of year, it's very nice. It's very juicy. Juicy. I don't really like that word, juicy. It's not as bad as moist, but juicy. So it's very comfortable. Actually, I could see this being really nice during the winter because it's almost like a gloss or like a chapstick, but even more moisturizing. So it's actually quite nice. I like this one. Yeah, I'll put the color to the side because they make them so small that you're like, ah. So I'll put it to the side. But yeah, it's really comfortable. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the next one. So I just wiped this off, and I do want to show, that's the color that was on it. It's almost like a chapstick. So again, it's not overly pigmented. Let's see. Now this one maybe, because there it is. It's a little bit brighter. Yeah, again, it really doesn't have much of a scent. Nice little packaging, not bad. So let's see. That one has more pigment for sure. It's nice. Now this one actually I'm finding is not quite as moisturizing as the other one. It is moisturizing, but it's not quite as thick or quite as the thin consistency. This actually is a little bit thicker. I actually really like this. I like what I'm seeing. That is really nice. Huh. Here's the thing with this, and this is something, because again, this is a first impression, but you know, apparently I'm on a Tatcha kick here. So I really don't, I have some things by Tatcha, but I haven't really reviewed them yet. And they had these like lipsticks that they had, and I bought a miniature set, and they're perfect for this time of year because they're kind of bomb like this. And the thing is that I realized is that this is almost that same consistency where it gives like almost like you bit into fruit and it left it on your lips. That's what I think this is supposed to be, is like a light balm, and I like it. But what I want to point out is it's almost the same consistency, and I think Tatcha runs like what, $55 for a lipstick, and I think this is like with the discount. With the discount I got, I think I got this for like between, I think like $8. I'll put that to the side. But this is just as comfortable, and it looks almost the same way, and it is a heck of a lot cheaper. But don't quote me on that. What I may do is try the Tatcha and see if this color is even close enough to it, and if it is, maybe do a comparison on how they wear depending. But it's just immediately what it reminded me of in consistency, though the look is very different, and you know, the packaging and things. But as far as the consistency, it just kind of reminded me of it a little bit, but a lot cheaper. But it's really nice actually, and I like this because it's very comfortable putting this on against the whole lips, especially if you have thicker lips. I have thicker lower but thinner bottom, so a little bit you know, if you have really thin lips, it may be a little bit difficult to navigate, but it's not overly staining. Or I say that now. Let's see if that's true. Wipes right off. I kind of like that, because sometimes you put bright colors on, it just stains your lips forever, and this just wiped right off. I really like those. I could see myself actually buying more of those, depending how they wear. Again, I haven't worn them yet, so I really don't know. Now, there's some other ones, and they just released their ocean collection and a green collection. I didn't pick up anything from the green collection, but I think it's 80% like, not organic, but good products. And this was actually from their ocean one, which wasn't that. I'm not saying that this is toxic or anything, but again, I'll put the color to the side, hard to see. But these were kind of in the same vein as, which is interesting. It doesn't appear like you get as much product with this, but this is almost in the same vein of the Huda lipsticks that were released around the holidays with the glitter. I think it's the packaging that's smelling. I think I got that in my nose too. That's awesome. But you can kind of see what it looks like with all the crystals on it. Now, I know a lot of people hate metallic and crystallized lipsticks. I actually love them. I love them. That's right. I'm going to say it loud and proud because I know a lot of people don't. But I do. So I'm curious. I have a feeling this is really going to stain. Let's see. Oh. That's actually nice. It has a metallic scent to it. I don't know if it's the lipstick or not, which it is metallic looking, but I don't think that's what it is. I actually really like this. Huh. It's definitely not as bright as I thought it would be. Because looking at this, you're like, ooh, and it's actually very light. It's actually very light on the lips. There is a little bit of grit. A little bit. But it's extremely moisturizing. That's what I'm finding with their lipstick formula, is it's extremely moisturizing, and which means that there's going to be a lot of transfer. But the Huda ones were extremely moisturizing like this. It's almost very similar. I just feel like the Huda one had more pigment to it. This is more of a wash of color, and you know, some people may not like that because again, it's kind of surprising considering how opaque it is. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. The packaging is plastic. Oh, look at that. I just realized this. Watch. Yeah, it was like the carbonaro effect with like no good outcome. That was amazing. What I was trying to do was, okay, it's a magnet. Yay! Yeah. Here, let's do it this way. Yeah. So, you know, it's very moisturizing. It's actually quite nice. No, it's kind of weird that I keep showing this going, look, I'm wiping it off, but I kind of want to show the staining and whatnot. Again, this is kind of like a first impression. I had a rough week and I want to play with lipsticks, so let me be, people. And I'm kind of digging their formula, and here's why. Because I'm finding that it doesn't stain. And I hate it when lipsticks stain the lips too much. My kitty's all sitting there, happy adoption day. It's her adoption day today, I know. Everybody's like, what? Hello, random. I know. That's how I live my life. So it does stain a little bit, and you can see actually that it left some of the metal on there. But what I like about this is, since we're just playing with makeup because it's therapy, makeup therapy day, I'm going to put this balm back on. And look at that. It's kind of cool because now it left that metallic bit on there, and it just makes it this nice natural look with it. I'm gonna get a lot of use with that color. I really am. Ooh, it's perfect for this time of year. I know, I'm digging it. This is really, really great actually. So, and then it wipes the rest of it off. I mean, not that there was a lot left, but there was a little bit of that metallic, and actually it wiped it right off. As soon as I put it off, it pulled for the most part it off of there. Now this one I think was the red. Oh, this one's cool. I hope it picks up in the camera, but can you see all the little sparkles on it? That's really cool. Just look at even the tip. It's like gold. I'm hoping it's as cool as it looks. Huh. So, has the same metallic effect. This one's gritty, but not as gritty. And you know how it had that green shift to it? Unfortunately, it doesn't pick up on the lips. Again, it is opaque, but it takes a few coats, and it's just a red lipstick. I actually think this is similar to the Huda one, and the other one's very similar to the Huda one as well. If that's the case, I may do a side-by-side, just to show the difference. You know, I think this was $14, but I got 30% off. So you do the math, it's a lot cheaper, but you know, I like it. It's very comfortable. This one it's gritty, but not as gritty as the last one, if that makes a bit of difference. Again, we'll do the wipe test. Yeah, I don't know why. Why not? So this one stains a little bit more, and that's okay. It's red. You kind of expect it with red. It stains, and yeah, the end of story. So that's totally fine. But I like them. First impression is I really like them. I do think if you are into those type of lipsticks, that this is a good alternative to the Huda ones and the other ones that have come out with like the Pat McGrath ones. These are a nice alternative, you know, because I think I have one from Pat McGrath. Maybe I'll pull out all the glitter lipsticks and do a review on them, and the Huda versus the Pat McGrath versus this. I do feel that these don't have as much pigment, but on the other hand, they're $14 and they always have sales. So, I mean, something to take into consideration. Then I'm going to quickly go into this because I don't want to make it all about Kiko, but they also have lipsticks, regular lipsticks. Now, I was kind of shocked when I went onto their website. They're only $6. $6 freaking dollars. Now this one I probably won't swatch until I'm going to be doing a review on these, but look at this. $6. They smell like vanilla. These actually have a really nice scent to them. They're very vanilla. So I got them plus 20% off. So what, $1.20 off $6? Don't make me do math. Was it $4.80? Okay, watch me be wrong. Anyway, so let's try this. That is really nice coverage. And actually, again, this formula is just amazing. Depending what you're looking for. If you're looking for like a matte finish, these aren't those. But what I'm getting from this is they're very moisturizing. Extremely moisturizing. I actually really like the formula. And this was a lot more opaque than the other two. And this is the $6 one. $6. Now, I can't really do the test of wiping it away because if I do, it already has the red underneath. Can't count it. So I'll do that off camera. Actually, it wiped the red right off. My lips are just kind of stained because they probably hurt like hell from doing this. So let's see if I was going to do something. Okay, so these are the Snowmelt from Wet n Wild. And here's the thing. I was intrigued by these because I've never used the powdered lipstick before, and it's Wet n Wild, and I got this for 20% off. The issue is, here's my issue, is the colors online at Ulta are completely different than what's here. I wish they would show real swatches, not the BS swatches that they do. That just ticks me off. I know, little things to worry about in life, but it's just like, really? So I've never used these. So I'm curious. Let's see. What I don't like, though, is that people can just open this up. Yeah, it was closed, but this didn't cover it. So you can just open it up. It's like, I don't want other people to be trying my stuff, but here we go. Smells interesting. Okay, so I got two colors, so this is interesting. So this one I thought would be a lighter red, and look at this. And this is gonna stain the hell out of my face. I mean, come on, retail therapy. You knew what you were getting into. I'm just surprised they released these this time of year because they're very vampy colors. Let's see. That was weird. I just breathed in a bunch of this. Like, it was almost like a powder, and I breathed it into my lungs. That makes me feel safe. Ew. So these have a really weird sweet taste to them. Ooh, they're kind of patchy. You can see going on, it's really patchy. Ugh, and I'm tasting it in my mouth, and it's very sweet. Like a chemically sweet taste. Ooh, it's all over. Ugh. I don't like it. It's like a chemically sweet taste to it. And you can see how patchy it is on the lips. Now, it's kind of drying down. That's weird. So it's drying down, kind of, but it's not going matte. It always stays moisturizing. And I really didn't get that it was powdery at all. Ooh, I don't like the taste. I'm trying to see if I can wipe this off. Ooh. At least I'm giving you an honest opinion. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing it now. And it's still on my lips. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So wiped off. I still have that weird taste. It's like this sweet chemical taste that just like collects on your lips. And I'm ingesting those chemicals. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'll try the other one. This is the Snowmelt one. Snow Falling in Love. I just call it bright ass red, cherry red color. That's what I name it. I think they're trying to make this like love in winter, and it's like it's summer and you're putting winter stuff out. Yeah, bright ass cherry red color is what I call it. I'm kind of not looking forward to this because the taste was a whole lot of yeah. Doggies. Okay, so this one went on a little bit better. It's interesting because it's almost a matte finish. It's you know the matte lipsticks from MAC, and I'll put the name to the side. It's those ones that look matte, that's what it's kind of like. Or the matte finish of Pat McGrath's lipsticks that have that weird matte look to them. Even though the Pat McGrath ones are creamier once you put them on, that's what it's like. Again, it has that weird saccharine. It's like saccharine straight on your lips, which I don't like. It's a pretty color. I actually really like the color. What's interesting is, well, it stained my finger, so this is going to stain. But watch this. When you pull it out, do you see the powder come out? Let's see if I can get it closer. It's going into the heavens, and it'll stain my floor later. So you're going to want to be careful with this. I find this one to be a little bit more drying. So with this one's a little bit more matte. Maybe it was just a strange thing. It's a pretty color. Let's see what it looks like when I do this. Okay, this one stayed on. So this one's a little bit more matte. Maybe I had some stuff left over on my lips with the brown one, so this isn't a review. This isn't a review. It's more of I want to try it, and because the other one's a little bit too dark this time of year, I think I'll probably just review the red, because I can see myself definitely wearing this color during the summer. It's just a pretty kind of cherry summer color. So I'm going to see if this will come off. I'm using some balm here and see how easy this comes off. Coming right off, but now it's staining my finger a little bit. Okay, so it's coming off right on my finger, and it is breaking apart. My lips are starting to feel great with all this watching. What I Did for Love. For all you musical theater people out there, name that tune. Okay. Ugh. So it does stain the lips a little. You take the balm and it comes right off. But it leaves that chemical taste on it. And I'm eating it like you know what I mean? It's not one of my smartest moments. But it leaves that sweet taste on it, which is very interesting, and it does stain a little bit. But to be fair, it's a bright red color, and I have been putting other colors on. I'm covering my mouth. It's interesting. That sweet taste is really flipping me out a little bit. It's like eating Splenda or saccharin. It's just like dumping it into your mouth and chewing. That's what it tastes like. And it's kind of cool because the powder goes up in the air, but what's weird is the powder effect isn't really on this. So when you put it on your lip, the powder is already broken down. You see what I mean? It's not powder form. It's already kind of moisturizing, which is interesting. But then again, that may be normal. You have to understand, I've never used it before, so I don't know how it works. So maybe that's how the powder formula works. This is my first time using it. I've been intrigued. It was on sale. I mean, come on. You do the math. So I picked them up. It was $6.99. I got 20% off. Yeah. So to me, it was worth it. I don't know how I feel about it. They definitely are matte and they'll stay. You can wipe it off and then put lipstick on top of it. Don't make me pull my favorite one out here. Don't make me do it. Okay. Go on, Kiko Milano. This thing's going to get a lot of coverage because it's my dream. See, and then it makes it really shiny and pretty. I'm going to recommend this one to you because it's like become my new best friend. And look at it. It makes it really pretty. So during this time of year, it does that flash of color where you're like, oh, raspberries. Oh, bless you, Carol Channing. Raspberries. I know. Anyone? Musical theater. So, yeah. So it's really nice. I mean, it's a nice little flush of color, and it went on there quite nicely. Well, it was okay once it was on, but you notice when I put it on, I had to dip in a few times to get it onto there. But again, not a review, just testing it out. It's not exactly what I thought it was, but first impressions, the flavor tastes like poo. It's just, unless you like Splenda, a little bit patchy to put on, but it stays on really well. The brown one, I'm going to give a pass because, and I will wear it here just to make sure I'm not lying to you. It could have been, I still had moisture on my lips. So again, not a review, first impression. So I'm not going to hunt this thing down and smack it because it could have just been that, because the cherry one went on really well. Okay, the last ones were the Maybelline crayons, the ink crayons. Now I end up getting two of them, and again, when you look online, the shades look like, oh, it's this color, and then when you get it in person, it looks nothing like it did online. This looked like more of a kind of like neutral beige color, and this, they just don't look anything like the pictures online. Anything. So let me see, how do I open this? Ooh. Okay, so what I don't like about this is, did you see that nobody's used it, but there's no safety thing on it. It just pulls right off. There's absolutely no safety. And somebody used this. Really? Somebody used it. Okay, so what I ended up doing was cleaning off the top. And I think what ended up happening, and I'm going to be honest with you, is that it was just pressed up against the lid, and I don't think anyone used it. But even still, that's kind of a safety issue when you could just break into it like that. So do I risk it? There's worse lipsticks out on the market right now with, you know, well, we won't go there. So, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I doubt there's any metal in it or fur. So let's just try it. I'll put the name of this one to the side. It's supposed to be like, you know, like a matte, like it's supposed to stay there. What's interesting is that this looks very much like Bite Beauty with their glimmer sticks. So let's see what this looks like. These smell really good. It's almost like a sweet coconut flavor, which if you don't like that, it's almost like that. A little bit of a taste, like a coconut taste. Now what I'm finding is that it's not matte, it's not sticking there, but no, they're saying it's like ink. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's not. It's still moving. It hasn't dried fully, but this is really nice, and I think it ran about $9, again, 20% off. But I really like this. This is actually really nice. I wonder how much product. Sometimes if you do this, you can never get it back down again. I should have done it with the other one, but no. Okay, so not bad. It's about the same amount that Bite Beauty gives, but the difference is it's a lot cheaper. But Bite Beauty is using very natural ingredients, and I don't think Maybelline is. So just something to take into consideration. It's a really nice color. I think for the most part it does match the tube. I just wish online, it doesn't at all. This looks more like a warm tone, and this is more in this like a cool tone. So it doesn't actually fully match. But I'm curious to see if it wipes off, because it's supposed to be like ink. It's not bad. It definitely transfers off. Yeah, it transfers off. But let me just try this. You know what? Let me put this one on and hope I don't get poisoned, because again, I wiped, sounds so bad, I wiped the tip and the shaft. And no, I'm not trying to be gross. It's what I did. So, you know, if somebody was trying to kill me, then they really had to go deep in there. And I used like alcohol and hope it doesn't mess with this. But let's see. Smells the same. Like it's almost like a candied coconut. Okay, so I think this one matches the color a lot better on the tube. That's interesting. Actually, it's so darn similar to the other one. It's interesting because the one was supposed to be a mauve, and this one was actually supposed to be like a tan color. Like a beigey kind of color. And it's basically almost the same as the last one. Which isn't a bad thing. I would definitely wear that. I think this is great for this time of year. I just find that the colors are a big lie online. They're a big old lie. Don't fall for it. But they're really comfortable. Again, not a review, so I can't really tell you how comfortable it is. But I actually really like this. That's really nice, actually. And it smells really good. So I'm going to say the formula is quite good. I'm really enjoying this, actually. No, I'm like, okay, both the tones are a little bit more, this one, what's interesting is I thought this one would be more, no, I guess not. I thought that this, no, that's interesting, is I think this one, it may look different on camera, would be more cool tone. This one looks more warm, it's actually more cool tone. So they flip-flopped, but it's a pretty color. So yeah, it's very interesting, very, very interesting. So these are the new things that I picked up. I have to say, I'm really enjoying the Kiko Milano. I can't wait to try those. Actually, I think it's very interesting. Don't know a lot about them. I don't think a lot of people do. You're probably like, what? I've never even heard of this. Well, it's brand new at Ulta, and you can always go to their website and enjoy. And their stores. I know there's one in Manhattan, so I may go and check it out. But and then there's the Wet n Wild Powder Kiss, I think it's called. No, I think that's the MAC ones. And then the Maybelline. And I'm glad I tried them. I have to say, I'm really intrigued by the Maybelline ones. And Maybelline has a buy one, get one half off, so I think I'll wait and pick up some more of these. These are actually quite interesting. I actually like them. And now that it's been on a couple minutes, it's very comfortable, but it does not dry down. I'll even kiss it. That's it right there. So they're saying it dries down and it's like ink. Well, you know, it's fine. It's still comfortable. It's really comfortable. Actually, I really like it. Again, it's a first impression. I think it's really good. So the Kiko Milano, I am just really excited by because it's just unique and new to me. But some of them are just plain lipsticks and not that interesting. So, and then the gel ones I'm interested in. So what I'll do is I'll do a review on all of these, but I just want to do a quick first impression. Like I said, retail therapy. This is more for me than you. And I'm not being selfish. It's just been a horrific week. We'll just leave it at that. So, but I have to say, first impression, I'm not really impressed with the Wet n Wild. The taste is just atrocious, though unique. It's just, I'm finding it to be patchy, and the taste is scaring the hell out of me. Yeah. That, and they're releasing Snowmelt, and it's freaking summer. I don't want to think about Snowmelt. It just finally got warm here in New York City, and it's almost July. Don't want to think about Snowmelt. Taste is and they're putting out really dark colors at this time of year. A really odd choice. And these are really great. Just still moisturizing. It's really moisturizing. Way to go. Actually, way to go, Maybelline. These are really unique, and I'd like to pick up some more. I'm really surprised, because normally I kind of avoid Maybelline. I'm like, yeah, okay. But this is actually quite nice, and I know people are really curious. And to be honest with you, I will give these a try and try to review them as soon as possible, because I'm really liking them. I think these are really great. So yeah, let me know which ones you're more excited about me trying. I have a feeling it'd be the Maybelline because none of you have heard of Kiko Milano, but let me know what you think. Which ones are interesting you? Are you going to go out and get some? Because I think you should with the Maybelline if you're interested in them. Because so far I'm pretty damn impressed. But anyway, wait for those reviews. And until next time, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.